Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is Viewpoint Ministries podcast, and this is the time when we look into a particular topic, and we get to give you there about 5 minutes of conversation. And today we are going to be looking at practical steps to conquer the giants in your life. Interestingly, we just finished a live YouTube broadcast where Reverend Eric Gregory, who's going to be answering our today's, having this conversation with us for about 5 minutes. So I will encourage you to go over Viewpoint Ministries podcast YouTube platform and watch that. That is called Power Pack. Okay, but Reverend Gregory, thank you so much for taking on this podcast for us.
Thank you.
All right, so we are looking at practical steps to conquer the giants in our life. What are the steps that you can give us, principles, steps, how action and things that we can do quickly, and then we will call it a day. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Even seasoned Christians can become discouraged. You know, we live in a world where expectations can be high and demands can be even higher. When you find yourself enduring difficult circumstances, don't lose hope. When you face uncertainties about the future, don't become anxious. Instead, lift your thoughts and your prayers to Jesus, and He will guide you through your difficulties. Today, I'm going to provide you with 6 practical steps to conquer the giants in your life. Number 1, you don't go looking for Goliaths, but you ought to be ready when they show up. You only can face Goliaths when you don't create them yourselves. Second principle. See, some of us have created our own Goliaths, our own messes in life. We have created our own circumstance and situations that's tearing our lives apart. Third principle. When you run into the Goliaths of your life, don't measure them against yourself. Measure them against your God. Remember, we serve a mighty God. Principle number 4. Whenever you want to stand up against the giants, even the people you're related to will get in your way. Do not be discouraged. The 5th principle here. If you're going to be able to fight Goliath, you better have some experience with the lion. In other words, in order to deal with the giants in your life, you need a history with God. Spend time reading His Word and pray. 6, as long as you're fighting God's battle, you're fighting the right battle. If you're going to represent the Lord, don't represent Him with junk. This principle is if you're going to serve God, give Him your best. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. I think anyone who listens to this will find it much more important to hold on to those principles you've talked about. And the good news is that they can go again on YouTube to watch your Power Pack message for us today for that. And you talk about don't go looking for Goliath, okay? But be ready to face them when they show up. Talk about don't measure your Goliath against yourself, but measure them against God. Don't be discouraged. Be encouraged every day to face your Goliath. Have experience to face your Goliath when they show up. You can only be able to do that when you go spend time in the Word of God. I think those are very, very important. And I really want to appreciate you for showing up today, for defining the word of truth for us today, and for making it a day with us on Viewpoint Ministries. We appreciate you. And we hope that when we call on you next time, we will be able to share out of your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right, to all our listeners, we want to say a big thank you for staying with us on today's podcast at Viewpoint Ministries. And of course, as we come again your way next time, but until then, I remain yours, Solomon Oluwabiye. Have a wonderful week, everyone.